like to, bring the public up to date on what we do know and what we can share. That I can share that this is obviously one of the most bizarre cases that I've ever been involved in. Certainly we're working this case as a homicide, but as we continue to work and as our investigation continues to take us into this thing, that there's even now possibilities that this could be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. However, the circumstances around locating the body and how the body was found when we located it, as investigators, certainly we're very suspicious about some of the things we found at the crime scene. Now, we have recovered the firearm that we think was used for the gunshot. The firearm does belong to the victim and did come from the residence. There's some potential evidence at the scene which we can link back to the house where she's missing from. Again, there's just some things that I can't share right now that are really vital bits of information that are going to be very important to us at a later time. We've been working and consulting with the medical examiner daily in this case. I think today, I think they did the autopsy today, was working on the autopsy today, and they'll have some results hopefully soon. But it's just very bizarre. I can share with you, but we think that whatever happened to the lady, that was a result of someone or something from the residence.
So definitely suspect would be someone that knew her.
Yes. And again, it's just kind of hard to, it's like an oxymoron, and it's kind of hard sitting here and saying we're working on homicide, and then on the other voice say that, well, it possibly could be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. But I can tell you from first arriving and first looking at the scene that we thought it was a homicide, and there's still a possibility. But now some of the things we found is looking like it could be a self-inflicted gunshot. But that's the reason we continue to work it as hard as we do, and still working it as a homicide, because we're certainly not convinced it wasn't a homicide, but it certainly is looking more and more like a self-inflicted wound.
Did the ME's office report anything along the lines of sexual battery?
No.
Anything like that?
No. There's nothing like that.
Do you guys have any concern? There were some neighbors that talked about people walking up and down the street. Do you guys have any concerns about vagrants in the area, things like that?
Certainly we found some signs in the wooded areas back during the searches that vagrants do walk through those areas. Right now, all indication, as I said before, points back to someone from the location where she went missing from, however. And something else very bizarre and very unusual is that the area was searched immediately the day that she went missing. We had officers there, we had canines there. The area was searched the next day by the posse, as well as volunteers, as well as family members, as well as law enforcement search and rescue for hours and hours and hours. Then, of course, Tuesday morning, the body was found in an open shed in the same area where we had searched previously numerous occasions. So we certainly believe that the body was moved sometime during the night, on Tuesday night, to the location where we found it.